Yeah, it's an honor to have everybody here. And I'd like to first introduce two very special people, Vinny and Vlad. So both of them are from Klipsch. Now I'm not from Singapore, but I've lived here for many years, and I run the distributorship here in Singapore. And Vinny is the VP of Sales and Marketing, and Vlad is the product manager. So they're gonna all the difficult questions will go to them. The easy stuff will come to me. So it's great to have them here. It's great to be here at Challenger. Also want to thank the Challenger team and Payfund for hosting us and allowing us to transform this into a Klipsch boutique, right? And so nobody in the US has seen this. No other journalist than all of you have touched this before. It just arrived in Singapore, and we are honored to be the first few to launch this, or the first company to launch this. Challenger is the first company to carry it, the first retailer. And it's a whole lot of fun to do things first. If you review it first, hopefully all the Americans are going to search for it. They end up on your site and not on any of the American sites. Klipsch. Personally, I'm a big fan of Klipsch. It's an audio company. The person who founded Klipsch, he was quite a maverick. In 1919, like after the First World War, but before the first radio broadcast, as a 14-year-old, he developed his very first headphone.
Designing products with true materials that you can resonate with, that you can feel, that you can touch, that become part of who you are. And with the True You campaign, we decided to combine all of these different things. So the technology, the legendary Klipsch sound, and real materials that allow you to really express yourself in an all-new way. So develop a really comfortable product and really develop a product that was robust and worked for you. And it took a while to make that happen, but I'm pretty sure the product that you'll hear and see today, you're really gonna say we waited to the right time.
You must tell us the truth. I know your team. I have been to your company many times. And I know that us launching this first before the US or the Europeans, how did you, bribe them? Or why here? Why Singapore first?
Well, first, Singapore is one of our best markets. We got great support from partners like TC and Challenger to launch it from a good platform. But other than that, it was important for us to find a market that had a lot of early adopters in a really tech-focused place, that we could do it world class. And I think what you see here today, nobody does an event like the TC team. So we're really happy to have it here. But it's truly at least a 1 month head start to when we'll be doing things in the United States.
The T5 range, really I like to think of it as it's one headphone, but it's for 4 different types of people. You saw the marketing campaign. It's all about the True You, right? So there might be an individual like my friend from Malaysia over here that just doesn't really want to charge a product, but will prefer a wired headphone that you can plug directly into the armrest of your flight, or still carries around one of those little adapters so we can play music for our phones. And the T5M is that product. You get to enjoy the performance, you get to enjoy the comfort, and you don't have to ever worry about charging. And it's one of those things where the microphone is newer and better and smaller than we've ever made it before. The materials are a huge step up. The microphone is encased in metals, so it's going to be more reliable and robust, and it's going to live through whatever you put it through. Then even from research and the market trends that are today, we'll cover the individual features, and there's really 3 of them that I want everyone to pay attention to. So we're going to do this like we do in school. Introductory paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, and the conclusion.
I told you you were supposed to have fun.
Well, this driving force here is the brain behind the operation. And it's a new true wireless chipset that's made by Qualcomm. It's the QCC3026. I know that's getting a little too technical. But what that means is it's Bluetooth 5, it has aptX, it has AAC. Those features enable us to make a really seamless connection between left and right ear, make it sound really, really good, and get you that double battery life.
Okay. How about conference calls? When I call you, you call me.
Yes.
We talk at least like once a week with each other, right?
Yep.
So usually with true wireless earbuds that have the microphone here behind, I can hear all kinds of stuff, or you could hear all kinds of stuff of what's going on.
Right. So we did exactly what we did on this T5 neckband, is we use those dual microphones. Actually, the True Wireless has 4 microphones, 2 on each side. So that way you can take out any earphone you want. It has dual microphones, one of them listens to your voice and one works to cancel out the sound that's from the exterior. So those pesky announcements for somebody forgetting their ID at the airport, they're the ones that I tend to hear most of the time. Well, the good news is you won't hear them as well. One is the material, and you know, there was this craze for the fidget spinner, and the fidget spinner was something that you'd sit at your desk and you would keep constantly swirling and playing in your hand. So that was inspiration 1. It's something that you actually want to have out and set out of your pockets when you go sit at a restaurant table. Part 2 was you need something that you can operate with one hand, because when I started exploring this category of products, it seemed like there was a lot of things that required you to put the product flat into your hand, use another hand to open it, and since I'm not one of those individuals with 3 hands, I can't really take an earphone out and put it into my ear. So I needed something that I could securely hold with one hand, not unlike a Zippo, that you can take out and put directly in your ear. I did it this time. I was practicing.
Or when we saw it, we thought that you're a gamer, or last time you used to be a gamer and you like Pac-Man.
You know, that one actually happened, you saw it in the campaign earlier, completely organically. Like, we had all of these models and we just kind of gave them the case. And the first thing that started happening is that one girl was going, wah, 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 wah. You know, and other people would throw it to each other and things like that. So it worked. Really. Tell me, how long did you listen to them the first time that I sent you a sample? I feel like I kept getting messages throughout the night saying that they haven't left his ears yet.
Yeah, my wife could testify to this. So I first got it, I got one version earlier. I came home and I was sitting on the sofa until 1 a.m. going through all the different playlists, and I keep saying, this sounds so good, right? I keep texting you guys. Yeah, it sounds like live music. It has great bass, but not too much. Yeah, it's just fun to listen to it. It's not flat. It's like, you know, it's like literally you close your eyes, you think the artist is standing right in front of you. Great stereo separation, great sound stage. Yeah, but later on you can listen for yourself.